Alright, what's good everyone, and welcome back in here. Once again here to Behind the Arc Basketball. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. Part of the doubleheader tonight. We just finished up covering the last game, Virginia over Syracuse in that one, with Virginia getting the W. Their three-point shots dropping down at a consistent rate, 81-58 the final. And here we go with the second game tonight, this one at West Virginia. The rankings announced with the new rankings at noontime today. And these two teams back-to-back with each other. Number 10, Texas Tech versus number 11, West Virginia. The Mountaineers heading into this matchup here with a win against Kansas State, coming back from their pause that they had the 2 weeks prior to that. But West Virginia win over Kansas State by 22, 69-47. And they forced Kansas State into 28 total turnovers, going up against Texas Tech, who had their last two games postponed against their two other opponents. They've been waiting 9 days for their next matchup here, so this should be a great one here. Last time that I covered Texas Tech on a weeknight, oh man, Mac McClung hit the game winner, as they're showing it on the TV screen right now. This one should be all making a great one for tonight between these two teams. Let's take a look at the chat right now. Who we got? Welcome on board here, Dude Durham, Braden, Vaughn, the Mod Squad back with Bradley, Armando. Welcome on the channel once again, man. Behind the Arc fan, welcome in here as well. Should be a good one. Bradley taking West Virginia here, 84-75. Warren back in here as well, and Jason back out on the channel as well. Should be a terrific matchup. Same as Vaughn is on here as well. So, great matchup between these two teams going down. Texas Tech last two games postponed. They hung in there, though. I covered the last two games with Texas Tech. Hung in there against Baylor. Lost those 68-60. But the promising stat here about Texas Tech is that they stopped Baylor's top scorer, clutch shot maker from three, Jared Butler, who went only 2 for 7 for a season low, 7 points for Baylor. And last game that Texas Tech took on when they lost by 8 against Baylor. So Texas Tech showed a lot of fight in that one. Another big matchup for them. Some of the things I like about Texas Tech heading into this game, they're number 1 in the conference in free throw shooting. So that's one of the things they have the edge at, is the free throw shooting. And also is that they're number 1 in the Big 12 in two-point shots. So Texas Tech are two-point shooting defense. They're the number 1 team in the Big 12 in two-point shooting defense. That is, they're right now last out of all Big 12 teams in three-point shooting defense. But they had a great game guarding the perimeter against Baylor, which they were able to keep them below their, I think, 42% average. They're a top 8 three-point shooting team this nation this year for Baylor. And Texas Tech was able to do that in the last game. This could have a potential to be just like a heavyweight type of battle here. As Texas Tech going up against West Virginia. West Virginia's key is their three-point shots that they knock on down for West Virginia. They're depleted in the front court. Oscar Sheway, he transferred over to Kentucky. But they're going to have to go to with Derek Culver, looking for a bounce-back game possibly for today for Derek Culver. We'll see if he can get that. Only shot about 2 for 8 from the floor last game. Scored only 8 points in 21 minutes, so he's looking for a bounce-back type of game. Vaughn puts out, should he congratulate the winner in fantasy? Yeah, sure, man. You can definitely do that. Are you ready to concede your matchup? We'll see. As I remember when I took on Vaughn in fantasy football, he wasn't ready to concede his matchup just yet in the playoffs until he had to. Behind the Arc fan taking Texas Tech 73-68. What's good, Kara? Welcome to the stream once again. I'm going to release my prediction for tonight's game here in just a moment. And I will take Texas Tech in this one 75-66 for my prediction for today here. West Virginia's been pretty good defensively in some of their games, back and forth. The game against Oklahoma State, though, that was worrisome, though. Oklahoma State put up a ton of points. That was an incredible come-from-behind victory by West Virginia. We covered that game a couple weeks back. It seems like the Big 12, we just have phenomenal games every single Monday night out here in the Big 12. We've always had, like, awesome games. For Texas Tech, I feel like they need more shot playmakers to be alive and get more playmakers to come alive in this game and knock down shots, because Mac McClung, he has been carrying this offense. But as of late, Kevin McCullough, he has stepped up for Texas Tech. And he has been great as of late, scoring over 10 points in his last 3 games, posting a double-double against Baylor. And for West Virginia here, that key to perimeter. If the perimeter can get cooking, Miles McBride, he got hot from the outside once again last game against Kansas State. This team's tough to stop if McBride and McNeil both just keep on going off for their 3-point shots and getting Taz Sherman, as he's been a 6th man on this team off the bench for Taz Sherman. If he gets involved too, hitting some big shots down the stretch. Sorry to hear that, Darren. He lost on the money line, but won on over in the spread for Southern Illinois. Okay, good to hear then that you're able to win though on the over in the spread. So 2/1. Take that one. Yeah, I just looked at the score right now. Man, Indiana State won that game. So Southern Illinois, they dropped now to 1-4 in the conference. So Indiana State winners today, 69-66 the final. And Loyola Chicago able to come from behind. They beat Bradley tonight, 65-58. So Loyola Chicago looking good for that bubble spot possibly, if they can keep on winning out. Oklahoma State taking on Iowa State. That game just tipped off. This game will tip off in less than 2 minutes, most likely. Should be a good one tonight. We'll keep you guys posted on the other scores. Also, Utah State versus UNLV tipping off at any time right now. Along with NBA games, we'll keep you guys posted throughout the night. 102-102 Raptors and Pacers with 9 minutes remaining, fourth quarter. And 61-61 Heat and Nets tied up with 4:30 left to go in the third quarter. So if you guys are new here, spike the thumbs up. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Ravens in here as well. Let Game B begin here with a tight one, hopefully, for this one. And should be a good one for tonight between these two teams. I've been waiting for this game. Great Big 12 battles go down, and both of these teams 10-11 in the rankings together. As it should live up to its hype once again tonight. We welcome Aiden back onto the stream here. He's going out for West Virginia in this one. He's ready for this game. Mac McClung leading the Big 12 since January 1st, averaging over 20 points per game. And he had a dagger deep, too, to win the game over Texas on the called shot by Mac McClung. Chris Beard said, "Take it, Mac. Take it, Mac." And in that instance, Texas Tech had 1 timeout left to go, with under 10 seconds left to go. Mac McClung took it. He hit it. Dagger 3 to end the game. So as of right now, tomorrow I plan on covering Oklahoma versus Texas. Shaka Smart did send my thoughts out to Shaka Smart. He tested positive, but that game is still going on. Planned for tomorrow. And then also tomorrow, Missouri versus Auburn. Yeah, I heard about that. That's unfortunate. Goody put out. I heard about Tyrese Radford with Virginia Tech. So he has been suspended indefinitely from the team for Virginia Tech. And that's the number 2 scorer there. That's a massive loss. And I think he's the top shooter, like most efficient shooter, shooting like over 50% inside. West Virginia going in the yellow jerseys for this game. Texas Tech in the black uniforms for this one with the red outline. White numbers as we get this game tipped off right now. West Virginia has it. They're going to go left to right on the court. McNeil gets the basketball first, top of the key, and as he is guarded by Mac McClung from the start, he passes inside. Culver right off the bat sets the tone. Good for 2 for West Virginia. That is huge here for the Mountaineers to get Derek Culver involved. He only played 21 minutes as he fouled out against Kansas State. Top of the key, Texas Tech. McClung moves over left wing into the hands here of Edwards. Passes over to Marcus Santos Silva inside. He goes into the post. Good for 2. So the front court players here able to get on the board quick. Miles McBride, Culver, Bridges, McCabe, and Taz Sherman out there for West Virginia. And for Texas Tech here, McClung, Peavy, Edwards, Santos Silva, and McCullough. Terrence Shannon, he's not listed in the starting 5 here for Terrence Shannon. I'm going to see if I can get an update of that. 19 minutes left to go. Sorry to hear that, Jason. So sorry. Sending my thoughts out to you, man. Hopefully everything will go well. And speedy recovery. 1 minute through, West Virginia missed it off the mark. Gets rebounded by West Virginia. Up in the air, Texas Tech gonna rip down the second board, though. Here to go in transition. Pass up the court to one man, strip to the basketball into the lane. West Virginia tried to come up with a steal, but they stepped out of bounds with it right at the baseline there by McBride. So the Red Raiders will have it back with 18:45 left to go. Inbound underneath, Texas Tech good for that one, up and in. Off the backboard, that is good. Underneath by the Red Raiders. They lead at 4-2. 18.5 left to go, West Virginia ball. They'll take an open three, left corner. They knock it down by Miles McBride. Yeah, I'll take a look at that. So, I didn't see anything about Terrence Shannon. I was looking at Terrence Shannon, but I don't see anything. He's not in the starting five, though, for today. 18 minutes approaching that mark. 5-4 to score. West Virginia ball. McBride. Right baseline jumper. Takes it. No good. Rattled out. Fight for the rebound. Tipped up. They're able to get the offensive rebound. Culver couldn't put it back. Rattled out. Rebound Texas Tech. Oh. I tested positive for being a member of Sal's stream. Got ya. Yep, you got me too. And I just read the one line. Got me once again. Too funny. 5-4 to score. 17-13 left to go here, folks. What's good, Aaron? Welcome to the stream here, man. What games am I going to do tomorrow? Tomorrow, it's going to be Oklahoma, Texas. If that one is scheduled for tomorrow, Shaka Smart tested positive, but they're still planning on holding the game. So Oklahoma versus Texas, if it's on for tomorrow, and then Missouri versus Auburn for the game after that. Texas Tech has it. Santos Silva backs his way on Culver, moves it back outside, around to the right wing perimeter. Oh, a flop right there by McNeil. They didn't call a shoulder right in the elbow right there at Texas Tech, as the ref said play on, no foul. West Virginia gets the rebound off the missed shot. Right baseline jumper, they take it, they make it for a deep two there by West Virginia. Mountaineers by 3. 7-4 to score, 17 minutes remaining now first half. Texas Tech with Santos Silva. Guarded by Culver, spin move, puts it on him, a foul called. It's on Culver, and Santos Silva going to go to line, shoot two coming up. So Derek Culver got into major foul trouble, 21 minutes, 5 personal fouls, and fouled out against Kansas State. Marcus Santos Silva is going to try to see if he can attack inside, because if they attack inside and take out Culver, it's going to be rough going on for West Virginia. They're depleted without Sheway, with his transfer to Kentucky. They are depleted in the front court with their players. They also got Jalen Bridges, who he had a really good game in the last one against Kansas State. First free throw good by Santos Silva. I'm going to take Texas Tech in this one tonight. 16:56 left to go. Second free throw coming up by Santos Silva. No good. Hit the front rim. Rebound by West Virginia by Gabe Ashaboyan. They also got Ashaboyan as well. See, he's the one who got the rebound. McNeil. Alright, it's McCabe here with the basketball. Bounce pass to the left elbow. They're going to take a deep jumper by West Virginia. Hit the rim short. Rebound Texas Tech. Red Raiders have it. Approaching 16.5 remaining. Terrence Shannon at the left wing. So Terrence Shannon is into the game right now. So he played off the bench. So Terrence Shannon is out there tonight. Into the hands of number 3. Clarence Nadolny now has it. Passes over to the top to McCullough. He's had a couple of great weeks here from McCullough coming back from injury late December. Nadolny feeds it inside underneath off the cut. Good for 2 by Shannon. Up and in. His first 2 points coming off from the bench for this one. Tie game 7 even. Sorry to hear that, Vaughn. He might lose power on Wednesday because he's got a strong storm coming our way in California. Wow. Send my thoughts out to you, bud. Hopefully everything goes well and you stay safe, man. Right corner jumper. West Virginia with a perimeter 3 goes down. Jalen Bridges hits it. Texas Tech had a good... They were doing pretty well defending Baylor's 3-point shots, but today, right out of the gate, West Virginia, quick 3 for 4 from the outside. That's their bread and butter here, since they're outnumbered on the front court throughout the remainder of the season. Don't have as many pieces. They got the backcourt pieces with them. Shot fake underneath. Santos Silva able to put it up and in for 2. 1-point game. 3-point shot. West Virginia, another one, takes it, and they make it from the perimeter right there. Going down by Jordan McCabe. 13-9, Mountaineers. Texas Tech in the left corner. Shannon, contested jumper. No good. Overshot the rim. Rebound, West Virginia. 15 minutes approaching that mark remaining in the first half. Mountaineers with it. Miles McBride moves over to the top here to McCabe. He drives inside. Reverse handle layup, and that's going to be a foul. Texas Tech personal foul picked up there by Kevin McCullough. It's going to be 2 at the line coming up by West Virginia. Wow, Jeremy Grant here carrying Goody's fantasy team right now as he's got his cat on his lap. We're going to go to a timeout. 15 minutes remaining. First half. Yeah, that was like Damian Lillard yesterday. I have him on my fantasy team, and he put up just a ridiculous game yesterday for Dame. So right now in the first timeout, 13-9 currently the score here in this one. We got a list of names here as far as these two backcourt teams. Who they have as the guards on these teams here. This is a big list of names here. Mac McClung's yet to score. 0 for 1 from the floor so far. It's Marcus Santos-Silva doing work in the post. Perfect 2 for 2, 5 points. The difference in this game could possibly be inside in the interior. Jalen Bridges, 1 for 2. Made a perimeter triple for him. It's a front court player. Derek Culver made a shot inside as well. So leading score for West Virginia. It's a tie between Bridges, McBride, and McCabe. McBride and McCabe. All three of them have 3 points so far. Oh, wow. Yeah, Jeremy Grant breaking out loose as of late here and for the Pistons. Yeah, he's got 53 points right now, looking good. Ethan the Sports Kid, welcome to the stream here, man. Hope all is going well. Vaughn might have to add players tomorrow. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, it's been affecting sports here, affecting fantasy sports too. Ethan's got Texas Tech winning by 3, 75-72. What's up with Tennessee lately? They just haven't been explosive offensively, and their defense has been cracking lately too for Tennessee. The main struggles though are on the offensive side of the ball. Is that they just when I saw them play against Florida, they've been taking a lot of like low percentage shots, like contested deep 2 jumpers, 3-point shots that they're missing, and they just don't have like go-to scores in their team. That's why like Tennessee's been struggling, is that they don't really have like a big breakout scorer there. John Fulkerson, I expected John Fulkerson to have a huge season for Tennessee, and he just hasn't had like many big games this year. So I remember last year I covered a game against Kentucky. He scored 27 points in that one for Fulkerson. And this year it's been a down season for him. I expected a whole lot more from him this year. Vaughn's not going to give I don't know anymore his first win of the week. So right now, scoreboard update in the NBA. Pacers up against the Raptors, 115-109, 3:40 left to go. Magic lead the Hornets, 115-104. Heat still up against the Nets by 1, 71-70. Lakers up against the Cavs at the half, 65-58. Nuggets lead the Mavs, 46-40. Celtics on top of the Bulls, 14-8. So we're back to action. We get a dono here as we come back from the timeout. Let's get that dono hype in the chat right here from my man Jason. He loves you, chat. I rock, bro. You rock, man. Absolute channel legend here with my man Jason here. Thanks so much, brother. Let's get that dono hype down in the chat below. 15-9 the scores. The free throws both go down at the charity stripe there by West Virginia. So we're back to action. Texas Tech has the basketball. McClung. Bounce pass right wing perimeter. They moving now inside. Underneath. Puts it up. No good. Too strong. Tipped up. Rebound. Goes to West Virginia with 14:40 left to go. West Virginia 7-1 at home against Texas Tech. They take a 3-point shot, and that one's good. Straight away by the Mountaineers. They're good from the perimeter. Top 3-point shooting team in the conference in West Virginia. They did a great job defending Baylor from the perimeter. But today, struggling. 4 for 5 from the outside by the Mountaineers. Texas Tech ball. Edwards moves it over right baseline. Underneath, shot fake, puts it up. No good. Tipped up again. Defensive rebound by West Virginia on another possession. Mountaineers have it. At the left wing, it's Jordan McCabe. Moves it out to the top. Bounce pass off the cut. Deflected though and stolen away. Here goes Texas Tech with numbers. They have a 3-on-2. Red Raiders dribble back out. McClung left corner to the left wing to Shannon. Shannon with the ball in his hands. Roger, welcome to the stream right now. 13:40 left to go. Shannon, ice cold 3, jacks it up, gut it from the left wing perimeter. I did not expect that 3-point shot to go. He was just holding on to the basketball and he just launched it. 13.5 remaining. West Virginia with the ball. Virginia won against Syracuse. And Rogers going to pick Texas Tech 76-72. Virginia smoked Syracuse today in that game. West Virginia scores up and in off the glass. Timeout here by Chris Beard. 20-12. What happened to the defense by Texas Tech? They struggled first half against Texas, and it's looking like that all over the game, all over the map again in this one. Virginia beat Syracuse first stream today, 81-58. The final score. Scoreboard update here. Iowa State leading Oklahoma State on this timeout, 16-10. So, how I announced the score of DePaul when they beat Marquette, everybody in the chat was like, what? Right now, Iowa State with a record of 2-7, 0-5 in the Big 12, is leading Oklahoma State 16-10. I'm just going to scroll back up onto the chat here. Let's see. So, yeah, so Ethan puts out, Tennessee played terrible against Florida, doesn't know how, lost by 26. All I know that we played terrible, need to beat Mississippi State tomorrow there. Mississippi State's been improving lately, too, and Kevin picked up Daylon Wright. Oh, wow, 54 fantasy points for him tonight. That's a huge pickup. As we get back into action, 20-12 the score. Texas Tech with it inside, and McClung able to score. That's good for 2 after the timeout. So Mac McClung, number 4 in the Big 12 in scoring. They're going to need a whole lot more than McClung, though, in this game for Texas Tech to come out on top. 12:55 left to go. West Virginia ball, reach and fall, picked up by Texas Tech. It's going to be Assess to Santos Silva. Yeah, Marquette lost against DePaul on Saturday, so whoever loses that game, I think it's on Wednesday, Marquette or Providence, I think they're basically eliminated from tournament contention for an at-large. That's a huge game, because I'm a Providence fan. If Providence loses 2 to Marquette, that's terrible. Providence last year beat every single Big East team at least once. West Virginia pass inside to get fouled. And the Mountaineers will go to the free throw line coming up shooting 2 with Derek Culver. We got 12:47 remaining. Wow, this is a high-scoring game right there. Roger predicts Buccaneers and Chiefs. Picks the final score 45-42. Oh, that's awesome. Carson Edwards getting first quarter minutes after proving it with his 18-point performance yesterday. That's awesome, man. I've been waiting for the time for Carson Edwards to break out. Jason's going to have to run to town. Got me Bluetooth to the car right now. That's great, bud. So we got back to action here. 1 for 2 that trip of the line by Culver. 21-14, Texas Tech with the ball right back. Red Raiders at the top of the key with Shannon. Shannon moves it over to Santos Silva. He's guarded by Culver around the perimeter. Passes over to the top. McCullough dribble drive inside. Puts it up. No good. Floated around the rim and went out. Rebound West Virginia. Mountaineers defense good. Inside the interior here. West Virginia driving to the bucket. No good off the mark. Second chance though. Offensive rebound putback. That's good for 2. Taz Sherman able to put that one up and in. West Virginia by 9. Approaching 12 minutes left to go. Texas Tech ball. They have it at the right wing perimeter. Texas Tech going to hand this one off to McClung. McClung drawing the matchup of Jordan McCabe right now. McClung right baseline dribble past McCabe. Floats it up. No good. Too strong off the glass. Rebound West Virginia. They haven't been passing it as much so far. West Virginia pass though gets stolen away. Oh, in trouble here for West Virginia. 3-on-1. Texas Tech lays it up and in. Easy 2 right there. McClung with an assist. Shannon with a layup. and cuts this one to a 7-point game. That's the second time today that Texas Tech has made West Virginia pay the same pass that they've passed right past half court into traffic at the top of the key that's got deflected and stolen off with a fast break. West Virginia up by 7. Culver driving inside. He'll put it up underneath. Good for 2 in the post by Derek Culver. Bounce back game for him so far. 2 for 8 against K-State. He is looking good. 2 for 4 today with 5 points. Texas Tech driving into the lane. And a personal foul picked up here by Bridges from West Virginia as this clock will stop with 11-12. Yeah, Roger puts out, he remembered job back in the 2019 tournament, beating Marquette. That was, Murray State is the 12 seed over the 5 in the tournament. I remember calling that game. That incredible bounce pass that Ja went behind his back that they had to slam dunk from. So we go into timeout right now. West Virginia by 9. They made the last 6 shots from the floor. And Texas Tech, they've got a great defense this season, allowing their opponents to under 60 points per game. But their top 10 defense allow West Virginia now to shoot the ball 60% from the floor. Defense has been struggling right from the start so far in this one. West Virginia's just been on attack mode all game long so far, and it's been paying off for the Mountaineers. So timeout taken now. Scoreboard update for the NBA. Celtics up against the Bulls, 21-15. Zach LaVine with 6. Marcus Smart with 6 points. Denver Nuggets lead the Mavs tonight. That's a good matchup. 59-46 the score. Lakers up at the half against the Cavs, 65-58. Brooklyn Nets have taken the lead, 78-76 over the Heat with 7:45 left to go fourth quarter. That's a low-scoring game. Magic able to get the W tonight. Winners, 117-108 over the Hornets. Gordon Hayward, 24 points. And Nikola Vucevic with 28 points, 12 rebounds for Orlando. Pacers winning the Raptors, final 3 minutes. Indiana up by 6, 117-111. Malcolm Brogdon, 30 points, 8 assists. Norman Powell, 24 points, 6 rebounds, 6 assists. And then Detroit Pistons, Daylon Wright taking over, 28 points for the Pistons for him. Pistons lead at 117-96 against the Sixers. Sixers struggling this season on the road, just like last year. Philadelphia going to drop to 3-5 on the road this season in the final 2 minutes. Wow. So yeah, Vaughn puts out, expect him to add and drop players on Thursday because he wants to make that, I don't know anymore, suffers his loss. So yeah, these game cancellations are really just making it a tough time if you got players that you got players that their games are getting postponed. Yep, it's a jaw jam. Iron Eagle, I think, covered that game. The March Madness broadcasters. Me and Greg Olson retired yesterday, and Greg Olson retired yesterday. He's going to be working with Fox. I heard about that. Yep, that's the key right there you got to do, Vaughn. When you're trailing, you got to see if you'll be able to do that. Able to drop players and pick them up. The thing is if you have so many good players on your team, you don't want to drop one. That's my hardest debating thing. Is that if you have like so many good players in your team, you don't really want to drop any of the good players. That's the only thing. So we get back to action, 11-13 remaining. Mr. Doman, welcome to the stream here. They just have struggled offensively so far. They just cannot contain the perimeter. They look good against Baylor, holding them underneath their season average from 3, but this game today is anywhere close to being like a heavyweight hard type of battle or so. They'll probably be in the 60s for scoring. This one looks like it's going to go over. First free throw good by Shannon as we're back from a timeout. 25-17, Texas Tech second free throw. Terrence Shannon hits it. What's good, Cameron? Welcome to the stream. How did Florida not get into the top 25? I'd say probably losses that they had. The loss against Kentucky, that certainly didn't help. I thought that Boise State should have been into the top 25 this week. 11 minutes left to go. West Virginia basketball. They have it at the left wing. Going to take another 3, and they've going to make another one there by Sean McNeil as he comes right off there and able to hit the three. 28-18, 5 for 6 from the perimeter. Texas Tech has yet to solve how to guard a three. McClung, double team, moves it out to the top to the left wing to Shannon now. Shannon with the ball as he has a one-on-one matchup. He dribbles to the left elbow. Shannon, deep two. He'll take it. No good off the back rim. Great defense there by West Virginia. Also picking up the rebounds. 10-20 left to go. Attack mode once again. No good. Too high off the glass right there by Miles McBride. Rebound Texas Tech. Red Raiders. Shot fake with Edwards. Edwards to the left wing perimeter. He dribbles towards the top. Moves over right wing perimeter here to Shannon. Shannon passes over right corner into the hands of Micah Peavy. Back outside to McClung. Guarded here one-on-one by Kedrian Johnson this time. As he'll move it over inside underneath Santos Silva. That's good for two in the post. Up in and off the backboard. 8-point game. 28-20 the score. 9:50 left to go. Culver, spin move, working on Santos Silva. Turnaround, no good off the mark. Texas Tech comes up with a rebound. Now they have the chance to push it, take it past half court. Edwards moves it back outside McClung. He dribbles to the right elbow. McClung on the one-on-one here, guarded by Johnson. The edge of that West Virginia Medicine logo. Swings it over to the left elbow. They'll take a jumper. Deep two once again. No good. Rattled out by Texas Tech. Rebound West Virginia. 9:25 left to go. West Virginia ball top of the free throw circle. Culver, guarded by Santos Silva. Lobs it over the top off the cut right there. Puts it up. No good. Blocked from behind. Great defense by Texas Tech. Here they go in transition. Bounce pass off the trailer. Santos Silva couldn't finish. No good. Great defense on that transitional play right there by West Virginia, able to get back. Here's the Mountaineers with the basketball. They feed it inside underneath. Shot fake Culver, guarded by Santos Silva, puts it up, and that's a personal foul. Marcus Santos Silva picks up another personal foul here as the clock will stop. That's going to send Derek Culver right back to the free throw line. Second personal for Santos Silva here for Texas Tech. That's a huge matchup to watch out for tonight in this game. Between the battle of two bigs. Hey, enjoy the rest of your night, Roger. Appreciate, man, for stopping by. Josh Jackson and Ben Simmons get into it. Jackson is ejected. Oh, man. Frustration just in that game for Philly. For trailing on the road all game long, basically. That they lost today against the Pistons. Final score 119-104. Pistons have won against the Sixers tonight. Pacers will win against the Raptors if they can close it out in the final minute 13. Both of the free throws missed at the line by West Virginia. Derek Culver 0 for 2 that trip. Rebound Texas Tech. On a scoring drought of over 2 minutes now by West Virginia. Texas Tech with the ball. They dribble at the right elbow. McCullough. As he is guarded by Kedrian Johnson. Right baseline, McCullough has it. Leaves it off for McClung. Fade away. Right baseline. Got it. Maybe a little bit of help right there from Peavy. That's good for 2. 28-22. Peavy might have got the tap in. I believe they assessed it to McClung, though, with a bucket. 8:25 left to go. West Virginia has it at the left corner. Sean McNeil, guarded at the left wing. Held dribble, bounce pass inside. Ball poked loose here to the edge of the West Virginia logo. Able to get it back, though, with McBride. McBride will dribble, floats up a circus shot, and no good. But he got fouled. So Miles McBride will go to the free throw line and shoot 2. Texas Tech in quite a bit of foul trouble here. So they're going to pick up their 5th personal. Santos Silva, the one who's in foul trouble with 2 personals. Micah Peavy picked up the last one. Hey, what's good, George? Welcome to the stream. Villanova versus Xavier. Thoughts for that game upcoming? I'm going to take Villanova for that one. They just look like they're just on a whole nother level in the conference right now. I think Xavier has the chance to pull that game win in single digits, though. Xavier should be able to give them a tough match. It's just Villanova is just going to be tough to knock off, I feel like. First free throw good by West Virginia. Second one's good at the line. McBride 2 for 2 that trip. Thank goodness for Kevin. He picked up Daylon Wright, got him 66 fantasy points. I heard big start today for the Pistons over Philly. McClung missed the layup off the drive inside. Rebound to the Mountaineers now. West Virginia ball. Around the perimeter they have it. Bounce pass into the hands of Kedrian Johnson as he is guarded at the top by McCullough. Drives inside, flings it back out around the perimeter. McNeil saves it. Back out to the top of the key. Gabe Ajaboyan here with the ball. And it gets intercepted here. Texas Tech has it. Pass up the court with a Euro step. They'll finish for 2 by Terrence Shannon. 6-point game. They're very well in this game for Texas Tech here. High-scoring first half. A lot of people thought that this would be like a brick fest or so, with like a lot of defense in it, a ton of missed shots, but it's been well far from that today. Texas Tech, 50% shooting, 11 for 22. West Virginia, 11 for 21. Jumper by McNeil, that's good for 2, for a deep 2 at the right corner. West Virginia by 8, once again, shot fake Texas Tech, good for 2 right there by Kevin McCullough. He has been a great addition to this team ever since he came back from injury late December. Back to a 6-point game. Vaughn was adding and dropping in his league for John in his first match because he was trailing in his match, trying to add some more players. Didn't let him add some more players. Yeah, that's odd sometimes when they don't let you add players. Yeah, Gonzaga versus Villanova. That would be a great matchup for sure, man, if they play each other. Because Villanova's got a ton of experience. And they don't turn over the ball often. 6:25 left to go. Jumper. Texas Tech, no good. Missed it. Rattled out there by Shannon at the right elbow. Rebound, West Virginia. Mountaineers have it with 6:15 left to go on the clock before halftime. Refs are letting these guys play as a late. They are double teamed. They try to get it out. They do. Right underneath the basket. Puts it up. And a big slam dunk for 2 right there out of all of that. A tough possession by West Virginia. But Emmett Matthews able to get something out of nothing with a two-handed jam. Texas Tech has it back. Pass half court. McClung moves over to the top here. McCullough back outside of McClung. McClung guarded by Johnson left wing. Moves over McCullough top of the key. 12 on the shot clock. McCullough drives. Lost control of it, but kicks it back to the right corner. Wide open 3. They'll take it. Shannon missed it though off the mark. Rebound by the Mountaineers. With 5.5 remaining, West Virginia on attack mode once again. Miles McBride had the ball poked loose from behind, though its last touch by Texas Tech out of bounds. So we're going to go on a timeout. 5:30 left to go remaining. First half in this one, West Virginia by 8. Jackson went to take a practice shot at the end of the quarter. Ben Simmons pushed him, and Mike Scott comes in, starts arguing with Jackson. Jackson called Ben something inappropriate, got ejected. Oh, man. Heated on the court today, looks like. Yep. Wow. Pacers going to get the W over the Raptors, 129-114. Scoreboard update, Brooklyn Nets now leading over the Heat, 84-80. Lakers have surrendered their lead against the Cavs. Wow. Cavs lead it now against the Lakers, 73-71. The Nuggets up at half against the Mavs, 70-58. Scrolling down here, Celtics at the end of one, 33-25 up against Chicago. Going to scroll into this game right now. Let's see what we got for Boston, Chicago. It's a good start for the Celtics. Marcus Smart with 10. Carson Edwards got 2 points off the bench. Good to see him getting 7 minutes so far. 7 points by Jason Tatum in 8 minutes. That's efficient, bud. Looking good. And, I like that. Celtics are only 3 for 6 from the perimeter in the first quarter. That's good. That's good right there. Only 3 for 6 from the outside. It's not like they're 3 for 12 or 3 for 15 after the end of one. It's not like a 3-point shooting contest like some of the games that they played, like against the series against Philadelphia. They tried to turn it into a 3-point shooting contest and shot the ball only like, I think it was like 9 for 47 or something like that. They shot the ball from. It was terrible the first game against Philadelphia. Welcome in Darren on the stream once again. He's got Portland to win, and also Tampa Bay to win first half. On favorites by 3 on the line in the first half, in the first quarter by 1.5 right there. He has got. So right now we're in the timeout. West Virginia looking good so far. 5:30 left to go, first half. Texas Tech was trailing their last road game against Texas, able to make some big-time defensive adjustments in the second half, and was able to win that game. So it's going to be interesting to see if Texas Tech can come out of halftime, because they've given up 34 with still 5.5 left to go. Let's see our early picks for tomorrow's games. Let's see what I got here. Alright, I'm going to take Texas over Oklahoma tomorrow. Oklahoma's been playing great basketball, but I think Texas is going to be able to get it even without Shaka Smart. 82-74. I predict Texas by 8 in that game. And then I'm going to go in an upset. I'm going to take Auburn over Missouri tomorrow. 82-78. Auburn's been on fire. And they put up over 100. Yeah, they put up over 100 points against South Carolina. Their offense with Sharif Cooper just adds in a whole new element to that team, and they are electric. He spreads out the ball so well. He's such a good ball distributor on the floor. 5:20 left to go. Down by 8 for Texas Tech. West Virginia has the ball, looking to make it 10. They do. That's a tough shot right there. In the key for Jordan McCabe, able to get it on the fall away. 36-26. Who do I think will win the Big East, and who do I think will be runner-up? I'm going to go Villanova win the Big East. Runner-up's going to be tough. I honestly think Xavier has the chance to be runner-up. I'm not sold on Creighton. Seton Hall has been... Seton Hall's been getting better and better. But I like the depth of Xavier. That ball gets tapped and stolen away by Texas Tech. 36-28. Texas Tech looks to add another one. McCullough into the key. Moves it back outside. They'll take a 3 from the top of the key. They got it. That's good from the perimeter. Now it's a 5-point game. Triple made off the bench by Jamaris Burton. Yeah, I'm not so sold on Creighton right now. And UConn struggling. Their offense was like a nails on chalkboard. Without James Bouknight, they can play defense, but they've been struggling. Bounce pass off the cut here. West Virginia missed the layup. No good. Rebound Texas Tech. Approaching 4 minutes left to go. Wide open 3 again. Burton. No good. It was an air ball. Rebound West Virginia. They take it past half court. Move it out to the top of the key. Taz Sherman has it. Slides it back over left wing. McBride passes into the hands of Aja Boyan. Moves it out to Sherman. Deep 3, and he dials it up. He has got it from the top of the key. Wow. West Virginia by 8 with Taz Sherman off the bench with 5 points. He's shooting the ball last 4 games here from 41% from the perimeter. 3.5 left to go. Texas Tech passes. Ball gets tipped in. Stolen away here. West Virginia drive up the court. That's going to be a foul. And that will be an offensive foul by West Virginia. Miles McBride out of control of the basketball. Tried to drive it inside. And just ran right over a Texas Tech defender. It's going to go right back over to the Red Raiders. So huge charge Texas Tech just took to keep them right in this game. As it's 39-31. Media timeout once again. West Virginia can explode. This offense from the outside, they can explode in this game. They're 6 for 8 from the perimeter. Yeah, the NBA games are crazy. They get like 300 people in the chat. There was whenever I do the Lakers games, it's crazy amount of people I get in for the Lakers games. Taking a look here, I'm going to stream 2 Lakers games this week since they're on national TV. So Lakers on the road, which is helpful. Hey, what's good, Chris? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope all is going well. Yeah, so Kevin puts out, he agrees with that. He's going to go with Auburn as special upset pick as well. So, yeah, Lakers on Wednesday. So I plan on covering Lakers on Wednesday and Saturday. They take on the Sixers. That's an early game on Wednesday. And then they got Saturday against the Celtics. That is huge. Dude, Durham going to stay away from the Auburn matchup for that one. Yeah, Auburn's just red hot as of late. Okay, so scoreboard update here. Oklahoma State leading Iowa State 39-29 the score. And UNLV leading Utah State 31-28. So we'll keep you guys posted there on that score. Utah State on the bubble. They cannot afford to lose against UNLV with a record of 5-6, 2-2 in the Mountain West. They've been getting better though. UNLV started out the season 1-4. They got last place in the Maui Invitational. Hey, what's good, Uncle Luke? Welcome to the stream here, man. My night's been going pretty well. Hope all is going well, man. The total has gone over in 6 of Auburn's last 6 games against Missouri. Oh boy. Looking like history is going to have a great way to repeat itself coming up tomorrow. With what Auburn has been scoring recently, torching defenses all over the place. Auburn's I covered Auburn a couple times this season. They take a ton of 3-point shots, and they can hit a ton. They were in a shootout game against Alabama. The thing about Auburn is that they just can't defend. That's the thing. Who's my dark horse team that can make a Final Four run? Kevin's was Alabama, but now they seem like actual Final Four contenders. I'm going to assume Alabama and Florida State are contenders up there right now. Florida State got disrespected, number 16, this week. They should have been ahead of Kansas. They should have been in at least 14 for Florida State. But the dark horse team that I would go for, I would go for Boise State to potentially make a dark horse run. Their only loss was against Houston back in November for Boise State. 39-31 the score. We're back to action. 3:10 left to go. Texas Tech with the basketball, trailing by 8. They move it out to the left wing perimeter. Pass it out to the top of the key. Or St. Louis. Boise State or St. Louis. I totally forgot. St. Louis hasn't played in like a month. That's the thing. So I'm interested to see how they play against Dayton. Because I went to Rhode Island's game against St. Louis last year, and St. Louis they just are tough. They're tough. They're physical. Their entire starting 5 was retained as well. Their only loss was at Minnesota, which Minnesota has won every single game besides a gift to Maryland, which Maryland won. Texas Tech, able to kick it out. They took a 3. They hit it. 39-34 to score with 2.5 left to go. Yeah, Villanova clearly going to win that game against Georgetown. Yeah, I agree, Uncle Luke. That's going to be a great game between UNC and Pitt tomorrow. Yes, Houston too. They defend the perimeter at a high level for Houston. I think Houston's the type of team that could possibly give Baylor problems, because Houston's one of the top 3-point shooting defenses in college basketball. They got a lot of length on the perimeter, and they can crash the glass too and dominate the rebounds. I would love to see that matchup if Houston takes on Baylor in the tournament, like an Elite 8 game. 39-34 to score. Texas Tech has him a clung shot fake. Passes back outside. They'll take the 3-point shot straight away. Off the mark, no good. Rebound, West Virginia. West Virginia has it. 2 minutes left to go. They've gone on a cold streak as of late, though. Mountaineers to the right wing. Both of these teams have gone cold past couple minutes. McBride moves it over to the left wing. 3-point shot off the mark, no good. And the rebounding foul picked up, as it's going to be on Gabe Ashaboyan on the rebounding foul. So that's a West Virginia rebounding foul there. So clock will stop when the minute 52. Cinderella teams as of right now. I can definitely see Houston in it in the end, getting to like a deep run if they're able to overcome the Sweet 16. But they're put up at number 6, so I'm kind of like, now I'm considering teams that's not in like the top rankings. Like I'm not gonna consider Alabama, Houston, or Florida State. The team's looking red hot right now, or Virginia too, which has been playing really well. Texas Tech will get it back. I would go Boise State and St. Louis. And yeah, I would say watch out for Winthrop and Belmont. Those two teams too. And whoever comes out in the Missouri Valley, potentially it's either between Drake or Loyola Chicago right now. Texas Tech feeds it inside. Before that, though, a reach and fall picked up by West Virginia. And Texas Tech here, they should be going to the line, right? Derek Culver picked up. Okay, so yeah, Derek Culver going to pick up. Oh no, that's the 5th personal. So Texas Tech with 7. 5 personal fouls now by West Virginia. So a foul to give right there by West Virginia. West Virginia in the bonus. Yeah, Winthrop looking like a solid 7 seed. They should have been ranked this week. 15-0 Winthrop, and Belmont at 16-1. Boise State only got 1 loss, and these teams are just getting total disrespect from the AP. Left baseline dribble, Texas Tech missed it though. Off the backboard, rebound by West Virginia, 1:20 left to go. As they will drive inside, bodies collide underneath right there with a big contact and another offensive foul. Miles McBride once again commits the offensive foul. The charge gets taken there. Clarence Nadolny, number 3 for Texas Tech, picks up the charge. What's good, Techie? Welcome to the stream here, man. Glad to have you on the channel once again. Hope all is going well. It's a good game so far. Miles McBride now in foul trouble for West Virginia. Picked up his 2nd personal. So he heads towards the bench here. 39-34 to score, 1:22 remaining. Texas Tech will get the inbounds. But a great game. Texas Tech found themselves by double-digit points, trailing by 1 point in this game. And they've been fighting hard all season long. They were down by 10, their largest deficit. 1:20 remaining. My prediction for this game, I actually took Texas Tech in this one because I liked what they were doing in the 2 weeks ago. The toughest schedule in all college hoops, where they fought and won against Texas in the second half, and then they fought hard against Baylor. Texas Tech missed the 3. They do get the offensive rebounds. 1 minute left to go. Top of the key. Nadolny moves it over to Edwards. Edwards takes a 3. Got it from the left wing perimeter right over Jordan McCabe from the outside. It's only a 2-point game now. It's a great one so far. 45 seconds left to go. West Virginia now with the ball. McCabe moves it into the hands here at the top of the key to Taz Sherman. Passes back out to the right corner. McCabe dribbles. He'll go pro hop. Pass out to McNeil. He goes inside. Swings it underneath. Back outside to McNeil. He'll take the 3. Top of the key off the mark. Rebound by Nadolny here for Texas Tech with 25 seconds left before half. Here goes the Red Raiders. Final possession before halftime. We'll see right now. 20 seconds left to go. They have the chance to make it the final possession. You're going to put that ball into the hands of, guess who, Mac McClung. 13 seconds left to go. McClung has it at the edge of that West Virginia logo. What do they have drawn up here? 8 seconds. McClung dribbles towards his left. 5 seconds. McClung now at the left wing. Drives inside. Able to find a gap right there. Puts it up and in. That's good. Right at the horn. An absolute gap left by West Virginia with no rotational defense leads Mac McClung to take it straight away from the left wing perimeter, going into the lane to lay it up and in. And West Virginia goes cold without a single bucket in the last 3 minutes and 48 seconds. With Texas Tech trailing by 10, this game is now tied up at halftime. What a game. We're going to go into half in this one. West Virginia was out in front throughout like 90, they were out in front throughout the entirety of this one so far. But man, what a run by Texas Tech to give them a momentum booster here for the second half. And this team is a second half team. What we saw in their last away game 2 weeks ago against Texas. So yeah, right now we're just in a timeout. If you guys are new, over 20 people watching, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover play-by-play basketball here on Behind the Arc Basketball, and appreciate all for dropping on by here, being a part on the stream. Fantastic first half indeed. It's honestly the best Texas Tech money line bet could have ever asked for at the half right there. Mac McClung doing it his own for the final possession here, the closer. We'll see if they can close out the game with McClung. They're able to close out the half. I'll check fantasy here. Let's see. I'll check my fantasy basketball. Oh boy, Brandon looking good. 240 to 215. So, Brandon in charge over there. Yeah, Darius Garland hasn't been playing much for me. I have him on my roster, though, as of now. And, look like, yeah, Seth Curry for Philly today. He really struggled for me, it looks like, as well. Yeah, West Virginia started out red hot from the floor. They went 5 for 6 from downtown to start out the game from the perimeter. And Texas Tech really just stepped up, able to defend the outside, pass a couple of shots. And they are just stone cold now. Do I watch baseball? I watch a little bit of it. It was my main sport that I played when I was growing up, was baseball all the way through high school. But yeah, baseball has kind of got boring like past couple of years or so because it takes like so long. That's why. Yep, Kevin dropped Seth and then he picked up Daylon Wright instead, and he is happy about that. That's a big move right there, out of nowhere for tonight's game. Hey, welcome in, Travis. Appreciate, man, for stopping by in the stream. So right now, yeah, we're just at halftime here in this one. We're going to take a look. Scoreboard update here currently in college basketball. Oklahoma State leading Iowa State 41-31 at halftime. UNLV, shocker here, UNLV leading Utah State 39-34. If you're Utah State, you're on the bubble right now, and you cannot afford to lose games like these. That's a crusher if Utah State loses that one today. That is an absolute crusher. In the NBA, we take a look at the NBA games tonight. Lakers trailing the Cavs 87-83. Cleveland at the free throw line, making 2 for 2 by JaVale McGee. LeBron with 25 points. Nuggets up against the Mavs 74-67. Celtics lead the Bulls 51-43. This game's gone final now. Brooklyn Nets. Nobody scored 100. The Brooklyn Nets able to beat the Miami Heat 98-85. I guess defense was the go-to in that one. Who said the Nets didn't need defense? I guess it showed up in that game that they were able to play defense. Wow. Yeah, I heard about that. The Red Sox signed with a big picture signing. They've got a couple of them the past couple nights. Yeah, dude, Durham stayed away from Utah State tonight, man. Unbelievable that they're losing against UNLV. UNLV's getting better. I would probably avoid anything with Washington in the future, because I don't know where this team's heads at for Washington. I guess they just decide to wake up halfway through the season and start playing basketball for Washington. Other NBA games here that went final tonight. Pacers beat the Raptors 129-114. Pistons over the Sixers 119-104. And Magic over the Hornets 117-108. Yeah, Raptors lost. Sorry to hear that, man, for you, Makeel. Mr. Doman puts out Utah State gonna come back second half. Thinks Texas Tech will win the second half. They got the momentum in their hands right now for Texas Tech. They've cracked the code on how to stop West Virginia. And West Virginia is highly reliant upon three-point shots going down. They got a good perimeter, top three-point shooting team in the conference. But they've struggled all season from the inside for West Virginia to shoot their two-point shots. So that's going to be the big key here. If Texas Tech can stop their perimeter like they did towards the end of the half. What do I think? Arizona State. That was a close game, the last one. I'm still going to go Arizona there. Because Arizona State's in big trouble all season long because they just don't have a front court. So I think if I had to predict, I'm going to take Arizona again. Even though a lot of back-to-backs, it's been like win and loss. Like they split the series. Yeah, I would take Arizona with the points in that one. Arizona State's just cracking. That's too bad. They're besides Kentucky, Arizona State's the second disappointing team this year. Spades plays 10U baseball travel, works on oblique push-ups and squats. That's awesome, man. That's cool that you're able to do some travel ball right there. Yeah, Oklahoma State leading Iowa State. No surprise there by 10 at halftime. Iowa State's been pretty decent defending the perimeter, though. That's why Baylor had a little bit of trouble against Iowa State when they played them. So Iowa State, I think they're like allowing their opponents to only shoot around like 20% from three in the conference. Let's see here. Oklahoma State today is what? They're 2 for 7 from 3-point range. So 2 for 7 from the perimeter. And without Cade Cunningham, Cade Cunningham out for this game as well. And no Cade Cunningham, and Oklahoma State up by 10. So that's good for them because they hung in there without Cade Cunningham against Baylor. Yeah, wow. Yeah, total swing right there. So earlier today, West Virginia was a 2.5-point favorite by tip. Texas Tech was the 2.5-point favorite. Complete swing. Man. Hey, what's good, Bogey? Welcome to the stream, man. Hope all is going well. Yeah, so right now we're just at halftime between these two teams currently. Alright, so yeah, right now we're at halftime here. Let's see. Oh, wow. Jeez, Iowa State was up by double digits at one point early against. Yeah, so Oklahoma State's 9-4. Sorry about that. I think it's dropping frames for some reason on the internet. Yeah, it's my internet for some reason if it's buffering. But let's see here. Oklahoma State lost by 3 against West Virginia. They were up by 19 in that game. They lost by 3 in a tight game against Texas. TCU beat them, closing it out on a 9-0 run. And they hung in there against Baylor. They could have won 2 of those games. They could have swung in their favor. So Oklahoma State could have very well been 11-2 if they'd been able to squeak out those games and able to close them out against TCU in West Virginia. Luka tonight, 3 rebounds away from a triple-double. Thanks so much for the update, man. Let's see what's going on in that one. 24.7 rebounds, 11 assists for Luka. And Nuggets lead it against the Mavericks. That's a great matchup. I don't know why in the world it's just buffering this video. I think it's like it's probably the bandwidth. I had that problem. I had that problem back in the playoffs with a lot of bandwidth. So probably a lot of people are streaming like a 10 o'clock game. Or there's no NBA games tonight at 10 o'clock actually. So a lot of people are probably just streaming right now. Wow, because I had that problem a ton of times during the playoffs. Let's see here. Golden State shaking up their starting lineup. We'll start with Looney over James Wiseman. Wow. Did not expect that, man. Yeah, so, yeah, all these games are either finished right now for the majority of them. Lakers, Cavs in the 4th quarter. Nuggets, Mavs in the halfway point of the 3rd quarter. And Celtics Bulls is the last game to. Oh no, there are 10 o'clock games. Okay, yeah, there's a postponed game. That's why I was scrolling down on ESPN. So there's 2 10 o'clock games. T-Wolves Warriors, Thunder Trailblazers. Yeah, so it's better now. I can see when it lights green. That means it's much better. When it's red, that's not good. When it's red, that means the connection's having a lot of problems. And it's dropping like frames. Do Durham bet the under for that one? Golden State, Minnesota for tonight. I'm interested to know how Texas Tech comes back here in the second half, because they're able to stop West Virginia, and Texas Tech's on the side of the momentum right now, that they can take full control of this game. They have the opportunity to do that coming out of the second half. So this second half going to be an interesting one. The Lakers and Cavs, I'm looking at this score right now. They're going back and forth against each other. Lakers lead it 95-91. 9:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. So that's going to be the next game to finish. So we'll keep you guys posted on that matchup. He's got the Joker or Luka to get a triple-double. Texas Tech on the money line. Golden State, Minnesota under 226.5. Oklahoma State, that's looking good right now on their point spread for 2.5-point favorites. Wow, I'm stunned that wasn't more. Wow, you got that. Had a good point spread right there. Without Cade Cunningham, Oklahoma State leads it by 10. Yeah, I wasn't expecting this many points, like right now at halftime. 39-39, both of these teams on pace just shy of 80. I thought it would be more of like a defensive type of game, because West Virginia came out last game, they allowed 47 to Kansas State, and Texas Tech came into this game the number 10 defense in college basketball. I remember Texas Tech, Kansas last month. That was total difference from this game. And how Texas Tech couldn't even score 20 at the half against Baylor. So both of these teams have been in attack mode all game long. Texas Tech's been able to get points off of turnovers quite a bit in this one. And West Virginia's just kept on attacking and hitting threes. So if Texas Tech's able to contain the perimeter here, this looks like the Red Raiders could possibly have a great opportunity to steal the W today on the road for this game. Yeah, low-scoring final there with Brooklyn winning by 13, 98-85. Both of the teams didn't reach 100. So yeah, should be a good second half. If you guys are new in the stream, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We're just getting ready to go right back in here to the second half in this one. Leading scores look like this for Texas Tech. Off the bench, Terrence Shannon has got hit himself 11 points as he played off the bench today. West Virginia, their leading scorer, he's got 9 points, Jordan McCabe. And then 8 points by Jalen Bridges. As here we go, right back into the second half. It's going to be Texas Tech ball. They go left to right in the court. Right wing perimeter. Texas Tech has it. McClung, shot fake. Backhand on top into the hands here of Santos Silva. Santos Silva passes over right baseline. Big jam going down right there. Micah Peavy able to find the gap right there at the right baseline. Throws it down for Texas Tech. Great start for the second half. 19:30 left to go. Top of the key, West Virginia. First possession here, second half. They move back outside. Bridges takes the three, and he hits it. So West Virginia able to pick up a perimeter triple. It's all about how many threes they hit here in the second half and when they hit them. That's going to be the key for West Virginia if they can still maintain that, if Texas Tech can stop them. Oklahoma State was, I don't think they were up by that much, but they were up at halftime. So yeah, it wasn't 31-19. I'm going to see if I can get that. Baylor. Yeah, Baylor was trailing at the half. 36-32. So yeah, Baylor was trailing by Baylor was trailing by 4 at halftime, 36-32, and then they outscored them 49-30. Yeah, Jared Butler got red hot like I think it was like last 8 minutes or so, and he was just on fire. 1-point lead, West Virginia. They also get the basketball back. Mountaineers move it over to the right wing, turns the corner, drives inside, heavy contact, and that's going to be a blocking foul picked up here by Texas Tech. So Santos Silva picks up his third personal as he is going to head to the bench again for Texas Tech. Blocking foul to number 12, Taz Sherman. And Sherman going to go to the line, shoot two. Actually, Santos Silva going to stay in there for this this free throw coming up. How's the Dayton Flyers looking this season? They're okay, but they're far from being a tournament team for this season. The loss against Fordham, that's the one that stings. Is that they lost against Fordham, and they got crushed in their last game too. They lost by a ton against VCU. So it's been disappointing. They still got a winning record though. 1 for 2 that trip of the line. West Virginia by 2, and Texas Tech has the ball. 18:30 left to go. Texas Tech basketball at the left wing. Bounce pass inside underneath. Able to get it back. They pass it over to Shannon. Shannon dribbles right baseline. Moves it back over to the top. Nadolny looks to pass it. Needs somebody to get open. And Nadolny still dribbles. Oh, able to get separation. Open three. Missed it though off the mark. Shannon. Offensive rebound. Keeps it alive for Texas Tech. 18:10 left to go. And a personal foul picked up here by West Virginia. So the clock will stop. Hey, no problem, Kevin. This is a good game here tonight. Great battle going on to the court between these two teams. 18:10 remaining. Texas Tech will get the inbound. McClung has it. Approaching 18 remaining on the clock. McClung dribbles behind his back. Almost lost control, but gets it back though. Floats it up mid-range. Able to make something on a nothing. That's good for 2 by Mac McClung, and we're tied up at 43. Mac McClung, 8 points. 4 for 8 from the floor tonight. West Virginia now with the ball inside. Culver able to get it back. That's good for 2. Up and in as McCullough down on the grounds. He's able to get up though, so that's a good sign there for Texas Tech. 17:30 remaining. Texas Tech basketball drive straight away. Oh, big jam. Holy smokes. Tyreek Smith throws it down to tie it up at 45. An energy builder right there for the Red Raiders. Just complete lane just left wide open there for his two-handed flush. West Virginia has it. Approaching 17:10 left to go. Jumper at the right elbow. Off the mark, missed it. That's what Texas Tech's defense, if they want to get the W, has to let West Virginia settle for 2s. They struggle with 2-point shots. Texas Tech at the left wing. Moves back over to the top of the key. Shannon now. Dribble, stop, and pop jumper at the right elbow. Missed it. Hit the front rim. West Virginia has the defensive board. They have it back past half court. They dribble. Jordan McCabe moves over left wing perimeter. Bridges. Dribbles left baseline. Double team back out to the left double. Culver. Shot fake. He'll go up. No good. Missed it. Second chance. And they pushed off. Derek Culver pushed off there. They get called for the offensive foul. Yeah, last 2 possessions for Texas Tech, they made something out of nothing, basically. Mac McClung, both of the times, he lost the handle on the dribble, and he picked himself up the first time and floated up mid-range. The second time, his teammate Tyreek Smith came off the bench and picked him up and just had a clear lane to throw down a two-handed jam. Texas Tech with 26 points in the paint compared to West Virginia's 14. We have 16:46 left to go, second half of the great game between these two teams tonight. Texas Tech will get the inbound. As we are back to action here, 16:40 left to go, they take it past half court. Micah Peavy dribbles, drives inside, attacks, and a lot of contact. That will be a blocking foul. Peavy will go to the line, shoot 2. It's Miles McBride who picks up the personal. So that will send McBride now with 3 personals towards the bench for West Virginia, and he has been a key player this season, leading scorer with 18. against Kansas State, the leading scorer on this team, and he is heading towards the bench now. 5 points and 3 personal fouls. First free throw here by Peavy, only 38% on the season, and he hits it. Wow, he must not get free throw attempts this season for Micah Peavy. If he's 38%, and Texas Tech's the #1 free throw shooting team in the conference. They came into this game shooting the ball over 77% in the conference. Wow. Wow, thanks so much for the update right there. Mavs and Nuggets tie game. Great game between those two teams. Second free throw. Texas Tech drills the next one. Red Raiders by 2. West Virginia ball. Kedrian Johnson moves it over into the hands of Ajaboyan. He looks to pass it back out. He does. Top of the key. Over to McNeil. Hands it off around the left wing. Emmett Matthews has it. Dribbles. Drives inside. Matthews. Good for 2 and the foul. Tie game 47 even when Matthews going to the line to shoot the and one. So one free throw coming up in the line here. Emmett Matthews, 84% shooter at the charity stripe so far this season. And that free throw is up. That one's good. So West Virginia breaks the tie. They lead it by 1. Texas Tech now with the ball. They'll dribble past half court here. Kyler Edwards dribbles at the right elbow. Stop and pop jumper. No good offensive rebound underneath though. Texas Tech keeps it alive. Pass underneath to Shannon. Bounce pass deflected out of bounds. Oh, somehow West Virginia tried to go out of bounds with the ball. They saved it, put it back into the court of play, and Texas Tech was right there to scoop it up underneath their hoop and put it up and in for 2 by Terrence Shannon. Mistake there by West Virginia to even try to gather that basketball. Absolute gift for Texas Tech, and West Virginia going to go inside, and they turn it over. McNeil with the elbow gets called for the offensive foul, pushes off underneath. So timeout taken on the floor right now. Media timeout. Texas Tech by 1. And they'll have the basketball after the timeout with 15:43 left to go. So now into the second half of this one. A great game between these two teams going down here currently at the moment. Quick scoreboard update here for college hoops games going on. Utah State trailing against UNLV 42-41. It's a 1-point game. Oklahoma State leading Iowa State 51-36. So those are the two games basically going on at this moment right now for college basketball. It would have been nice to see Winthrop versus Hampton, 15-0 Winthrop, but that game got canceled today. In the NBA here, quick scoreboard update. Lakers leading Cavs 198 with 5 minutes left to go. Mavs leading the Nuggets 90-83. Celtics by 12, 62-50. Make it 64-50. As the Celtics able to score right there. They lead by 14 against the Bulls in the start off the third quarter. There's the scores going on currently. Yeah, big key here is Texas Tech's got 18 points today off of forced turnovers. 37 of their points are off of West Virginia turnovers today in this game. That's huge for Texas Tech. And they're also delivering in the paint. Texas Tech in the paint 28-16 as West Virginia's tried to live by the 3 throughout this game today. They scored 21 out of their 48 from 3-point range. in this one today by West Virginia. A huge game between these two teams. As for this one. Oh, no problem there. Dude, Durham didn't get caught up with the stream there. So, he's now caught up, it looks like. Just realized about 5 minutes behind the stream. He's live now. No problem, man. Yeah, but Behind the Arc fan puts out his prediction can go either way. Yeah. It's been a tight game here. I feel like Texas Tech is the more sustainable option right now, because West Virginia just keeps on trying to live in this game by the 3-point shots. So Texas Tech's had a difficult time trying to guard that today. Red Raiders going to drive inside, and McClung gets fouled from behind. He's going to go to the line, shoot 2. It's been a tight game either way tonight. Kedrian, it's going to be picked up here, I think. Who's it by? Kedrian Johnson here. Personal foul. Yeah, Kedrian Johnson picks up the personal foul for West Virginia. Mac McClung going to the line here. Shooting 2. 82% on the season. First one is good. Texas Tech by 2. Hey, no problem. Luka, what a game he's had, man. 30, 10, and 20. That's phenomenal. Holy smokes. Wow. Second free throw, McClung gets it. 3-point lead. Yeah, we'll keep you guys posted. Mavs up by 3 against the Nuggets. 94-91. Luka's got 26 points, 9 rebounds, and 16 assists. West Virginia turns it over again. Texas Tech bounce pass right underneath. Peavy kicks it out to McClung. Left corner 3. Got it. That is a big one right there as Mac McClung hits the left corner J. Texas Tech largest lead tonight. McClung cooking right now with 13 points. West Virginia able to get past the half-court press this time. Moves now right corner. Catch and shoot 3. McNeil. Got it. Back-to-back triples from the corner. Oh, what a game we got now. Open threes. 14:50 left to go. Still a lot of time remaining. Texas Tech basketball. McClung drives. Shot fake. Passes back outside. And they move it inside. Peavy, pro hop underneath, turnaround, gets it blocked, able to get it back, no good. Great defense by West Virginia. Mountaineers with the ball, and Texas Tech going to pick up a quick personal foul by Micah Peavy. Clock will stop with 14:38 left to go. That was tremendous defense right there by West Virginia, right all underneath. Yeah, Celtics looking good as well, man. That's great. Able to see them not downplaying to opponents there. West Virginia going to get the inbound coming up. 14:38 left to go. Number 5 for the Red Raiders. Micah Peavy will check out of the game here since he picked up the last personal. Mountaineers move it. Left corner. Now they dribble left baseline. Pro hop inside. Kicks it back. Right corner 3. Catch and shoot. McNeil missed it. Rolled around the rim and out. Rebound Texas Tech. That was a good look right there. Just couldn't hit it. McClung at the left wing. Oh, they're going to let him play on a flop right there and able to get it. A fall by Mac McClung with a triple. Right over Jordan McCabe as he just absolutely flopped to the left wing, guarded by McClung. Mac McClung back-to-back 3-point shots. He has scored 16-plus points in the last 6 games. West Virginia, deep 3. No good. Air ball. Oh, they're panicking right now. The ball last touched out of bounds by Texas Tech. Terrible touch there by Texas Tech. They should have just let that bounce out underneath. That was a complete air ball. Instead, they touched it, trying to go up for the rebound, and went off their fingertips. Yeah, I think it was Emmett Matthews, number 11. He was the one who took the 3 and missed it. McClung going to check out of the game right now. Texas Tech 6 for 12 from the outside. West Virginia 8 for 14. These two teams letting the threes rain tonight over 50%. 57% for West Virginia. 50% even for Texas Tech. So McClung going to get a drink right now. 57-51. So he checks out of the game. And his spot is Jamarius Burton. Off the inbound, Texas Tech with a steal. And he cashed it in for 2 right there with a right-handed layup. Kyler Edwards able to send it home. 59-51. 11 turnovers by West Virginia, only 2 in this game by Texas Tech. West Virginia at the right wing perimeter. Taz Sherman has it, and Bob Huggins has enough. He's going to take a timeout. Definitely good call to take a timeout right here. I was going to say he didn't take a timeout there, because you cannot let this play just like this. Texas Tech is red hot. And West Virginia needs to start slowing this game down right now, because, yeah, Texas Tech is taking full advantage. And out on the break, they have just torn West Virginia apart tonight on the fast break. 30 points in the paint by Texas Tech, only to 16 by West Virginia. Off of forced turnovers, this is the big stat today here, that West Virginia's turned it over 11 times. And it's led to 25 points off of forced turnovers by Texas Tech. 25 points, that's insane. Right there, that's 42% of their scoring. 42% of their scoring is off of forced turnovers. Hey, thanks so much for the update there. Oklahoma State by 10 there. 54-44. Yep, McClung is just lassoed Dude Durham's heart right now. And also the layups too. Texas Tech with 24 points through layups. Hey, what's good, little tripods? Welcome to the stream, man. Do you love college basketball more than the NBA? I'd have to say more for like March Madness. Like out of anything, March Madness is like my most favorite thing about college hoops. Even though I love calling basketball, it's tight either way. But some of it has to depend on the matchups too. For like, I feel like for like college basketball during this time of year, it's more meaningful. I love watching college basketball games now. Like now, January, February, March, because these games are more meaningful. Whereas where NBA games, for me they're more like to get like into more of them go through like I'd say like March and like after the tournament or so, like April, May. That's when it cooks up with the playoffs. Yeah, same with me, man. Just wish that these college players could just stay longer on these teams, because a lot of them just like one and dones. But I totally agree that a lot of these players just try to go and be a one and done and go on to the next level. Oh yeah, for sure, man. Nothing in sports compares to March Madness. It's incredible. Always like the first opening day too. First opening day of March Madness is like always like just an amazing day. It feels like a holiday. So you get back into action. This one, 59-51 the score. West Virginia gets the inbound. They're gonna take it inside, and West Virginia gets fouled here. So Derek Culver, the one who got fouled. Terrence Shannon picked up the personal, and Culver will go to the line shoot two. Luka still with 9 rebounds. So Luka, 26 points, 9 rebounds, and 16 assists. So 1 rebound away. Drake may, let's see here. Drake may lose their first game tomorrow. Yeah, that's going to be a tough one. I agree, Bill. That's going to be a really difficult game for Drake. They got Missouri State tomorrow. And Drake's coming out of quarantine. So it could be tough for them to try to get back to like game speed, and as far as what other teams are playing like as of late, because it gets tough. 59-52 to score, 13:08 left to go. Yeah, coming back from like a long layover like that of like 2 weeks or so, it could be like quite a bit of rust to try to get through, or so just trying to get up to like pace of what they were before. Inbound by Texas Tech. They'll take a three and they hit it. Right there by Mac McClung off the inbound. 62-52. 13 minutes left to go. So yeah, Missouri State's got a record of 9-1 and on a five-game winning streak themselves. Texas Tech in a 15-4 run last 3.5 minutes. West Virginia now in trouble. At the right wing, McNeil. Pass it over at the top of the key. They'll dribble. Tries to attack the lane. No good. Floats it up. Missed it. Hit the front rim by Sherman. Rebound back to Texas Tech. Red Raiders a second half team. They pass it back out to the top. McClung, he's open. Instead going to drive inside. McClung, hungry. He's got another one. Layup. Up and in. Off the backboard for two there by Mac McClung. They are cooking in the second half here. 15 points in the second half by Mac McClung. 21 total. West Virginia has it. 12-10 left to go. Moves it over to the right baseline. Double teamed here. It's Taz Sherman. Moves it back out to the right wing. Into the hands of McCabe. Flings it over left corner. Shot fake Matthews. Takes a difficult jumper. Not even close off the top of the backboard. Tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Red Raiders. There's going to be West Virginia basketball with 6 seconds on the shot clock. My heavens, West Virginia. What happened is that Texas Tech just points off of turnovers. Been a big key in this game, and Texas Tech has plenty of those. And they've been able to defend the perimeter second half, or actually a little bit second half here, and late first half. But West Virginia just taking a lot of tough shots and missing lately. And it's been more 2-point shots lately. Texas Tech's defense has come alive, and Mac McClung has taken over this ball game. So we go into timeout. This was a close, tight game that West Virginia at one point was up by 10. Hey, what's good, Jose? Welcome to stream again. He is home watching the game right now on his TV. No problem that you need to go eat dinner. Yeah, feel free to go eat dinner, man. These streams are up here whenever you guys have a chance. So yeah, I'm taking a look at the Missouri Valley right on this timeout. Drake's got a 13-game winning streak. They're 13-0. Loyola Chicago, they won today, so they're 13-3. They've won the last 6 games for Loyola Chicago. And Missouri State, they've won 5 games in a row, and Drake plays Missouri State tomorrow. Missouri State with a record of 9-1, 5-1 in the Missouri Valley. So it's a 3-way shootout here, basically, for these 3 teams at the top of the Missouri Valley Conference. So that'll be closely monitored. Mac McClung is broken out here second half with 15 points in the second half. 3 for 4 from the perimeter by McClung, 21 points. 13 by Terrence Shannon. Ken McCullough leads the Red Raiders with 8 rebounds. West Virginia leading scorer Jalen Bridges with 11 points. They're just getting out-toughed here in the second half. This Texas Tech team, they are physical and tough. I loved what they showed me the week against Texas and Baylor. They had the biggest week out of anybody in college basketball, and how they knocked off Texas and how they did it. Down by 10 at halftime. That was a sight to see. Scoreboard update right now. Oklahoma State leading Iowa State 63-52. No Cade Cunningham there. 8 minutes left remaining in the second half in that game. Utah State, this one going to shake up the bubble picture if Utah State loses at UNLV with a 5-6 record. UNLV trying to get to 500 for the first time this season. Or, basically to 500 for the first time this season. As UNLV winning 48-43. That would mean that UNLV will be 3-2 in the Mountain West if Utah State cannot complete the comeback. Yeah, UNLV start out the season 0-4. And their first victory was against Kansas State, 68-58. They've won the last 4 games in a row, though, for UNLV. 2 of them against New Mexico, and 2 of those games against non-Division I schools. So they have the chance to make it 5 in a row against Utah State. Wow. NBA scoreboard update right now. Nuggets up against the Mavs by 5, 102-97, 7.5 left to go there. Lakers have won tonight over the Cavs, 115-108. Celtics up by 13 over Chicago, 82-69. And Marcus Smart getting a double-double. I like what I see there with those stat lines. Smart, 10 assists. Team player right there if you can pass the ball. Give it to your teammates there, Marcus Smart. I like that. We're back to action here, 64-52. We're under 12 minutes left remaining in this game. Still plenty of time remaining, though. West Virginia gets the block underneath by McClung. Here goes the Mountaineers with 11:40 in the clock. Passes right corner. McCabe feeds it over to Culver. Culver right baseline. As he lost control of the basketball, here's Texas Tech. 3-on-2. And a wise foul picked up at half court there by West Virginia. That was a wise foul because this game would be 66-52 right there. They had a 3-on-2 fast break. So West Virginia picks up their 5th personal. Wow. MPJ having the game from the bench right there, man. Yeah, he looked legit. Some of the games in the bubble he had for Michael Porter Jr., he was going off back in the bubble. Texas Tech gets the inbound. They'll slow it down. 11:30 remaining. Warren just had Wendy's. That sounds good, man. I haven't had Wendy's in a couple months. Craving Wendy's or Taco Bell. Texas Tech bounce pass. Dribbles back around the perimeter. McCullough shoots a deep 2. No good. Hit the front rim. Rebound by West Virginia with 11:10 remaining. West Virginia basketball. Top of the key here to McBride. Feeds it inside underneath the Culver, and that's going to get called a personal foul by McCullough. Non-shooting foul. 15 foul here for Texas Tech in the second half. Yeah, what a bummer. Utah State. Unbelievable. I thought that Utah State was going to crush them tonight. I guess that's the upset of college basketball or so. Utah State down by 7 against UNLV. Spin move underneath Culver. Puts it up off the back rim. Nothing can fall for West Virginia. As a late, they do get the offensive rebound, and that will fall. Good for 2 second chance points. That's the West Virginia specialty, is offensive rebounds. And they only got their 4th in this game. Texas Tech out-rebounding on the offensive board 7-4 against the number 6 offensive rebound team in the nation. West Virginia in the key going to get a block. Their defense coming up big past couple possessions. Leads to the layup up and in off the backboard with a left hand by McBride. That's good. Puts it to an 8-point game. It's 56. 64-56. Haven't seen West Virginia have a bunch of points off of turnovers, but they did right there. Wide open right corner, Texas Tech. Missed the 3, offensive rebound. Santos Silva keeps it alive. Kicks it back out to McClung. Missed the 3, tipped up in the air. Santos Silva almost had it, but they're going to get called for the rebounding foul for Texas Tech. So clock will stop with 10:09. That's the 7th personal for Texas Tech in the second half, and West Virginia now in the bonus. Yeah, West Virginia has quite a bit of players in foul trouble here that they've been rotating out. Same as Texas Tech. But Mac McClung, he got red hot like the first 10 minutes of this second half. It was basically Mac McClung just carrying Texas Tech. 1-1 bonus, first one good. At the line by McCabe. 7-point game. Yeah, McClung has lassoed my heart in a hogtied. I think it should be a Texas saying. It should be. Closing the gap indeed right now. Second free throw, missed it though. Rolled around the rim and out by McCabe. Rebound Texas Tech with 10 minutes remaining. Red Raiders now with the ball. They're 7 for 8 at the charity stripe. Those missed free throws are going to hurt West Virginia. They're 9 for 16 at the free throw line. Santos Silva, whoa, circus shot, puts it up and in right there. That's good. Off the backboard right there by Marcus Santos Silva. Just floated up a circus shot in the key and able to get it to fall somehow. Off the bank. By 9, Texas Tech leads at West Virginia. Corner 3, missed it. Offensive rebound, Culver keeps alive. 1 dribble, puts it up around the defense. Good for 2, up and in off the backboard. Been a fantastic game here. West Virginia keeping it hanging in there to keep us alive and entertained tonight. 9:20 left to go. McClung, bounce pass right corner, all alone. Off the right baseline dribble, pro hop, puts it up and in. Good for 2. Count the bucket and the foul. Clarence Nadalny going to go to the free throw line, shoot 1 coming up for the Red Raiders. They have the chance to lead by 10. Unbelievable dribble right there. They completely left him wide open at the right corner. And great find by McClung. So welcome back Vaughn out to the stream here. What a game, man. West Virginia at 1 point led by 12. West Virginia at 1 point led by 10 in this game. Is their largest lead in the first half. And Texas Tech, look at this, has the chance to go up by 10. They led by 12, their largest lead for Texas Tech at 1 point. One free throw by Nadani. He hits it. Up by 10 it is. 69-59. 9-10 left to go. And Texas Tech, number 1 in the conference in free throw shooting. And it shows tonight so far. 8 for 9 at the charity stripe. West Virginia struggling. 9 for 16. At the right wing, Sean McNeil. Now with the basketball. Dribbles. Drives inside. Turns the corner with a left hand. And got it. Oh, that's good. With a left hand layup right there. Back to an 8-point game. Triple-double for Luka coming in right now. Thanks so much for the update, man. Tie game, by the way, with the Nuggets and the Mavs. 104-104. Luka with 28 points, 10 rebounds, 16 assists. 8:35 here. Texas Tech passes right corner. Shot fake. Nadani has it. Looks to pass it. He puts it back outside to Santos Silva. He goes, flings it back over to Burton. Burton at the left wing. McClung not on the court right now for Texas Tech. Burton going to float it up in the spot for McClung. That's good for 2. For the mid-range by Jamarius Burton off the bench. Texas Tech by 10. The transfer is finally working for this team. It took a little while to get adjusted, but this team finally working with these transfers in the offseason from Wichita State, Jamarius Burton. West Virginia had the ball around the perimeter. Looks like a personal foul assessed to Texas Tech here, as the clock will stop with 7:59. Looks like over in Tucson, it's raining. Wow. Usually don't hear much rain over there in Arizona. Stay safe out there, and it's cold as well. Stay safe out there. Celtics looking good tonight. 91-76. Awesome update right there. Let's see. Yeah, Marcus Smart's got 10 assists. That's teamwork basketball right there, sharing the ball. If Marcus Smart's got 10 assists. 71-61. Free throw was no good at the line. West Virginia tried to save it. They picked up a personal foul. They picked up their 6th trying to save it. So Texas Tech will have it back. And it's raining. Stay safe where Vaughn is out there. 35-mile-per-hour wind gusts on Wednesday morning. Stay safe out there, man. Texas Tech has it. McClung floats it up in the key. Got it, and a foul. Mac McClung hits it. As we are under 8 minutes left to go. 17 points in the second half. Taking over this game completely. Unbelievable what Mac McClung has done here. 23 points in 26 minutes. West Virginia just having no answers off of McClung's attacks here in the second half. Just keeps on attacking into the lane. We're going to go to a timeout. McClung will get 1 free throw at the line coming up after the timeout. Wow. We still got a lot of time left to go here. Texas Tech putting up 73 on the board. No doubt they're going to reach 80. They could definitely very well reach 85. 85 plus for Texas Tech potential in this game to do so. Man. St. Louis foggy and 37 degrees. It's supposed to be cold over here up in Mass. All this week it's been cold. It's been like 25 degrees every single day or so. I think tomorrow is supposed to be like 10 degrees in the morning. That's the usual New England weather, though, around January. Just stone cold. Nuggets Mavericks, great game. Tied up at 104 even with 4.5 left to go. Jokic with a double-double, 18 points, 10 rebounds. Luka with a triple-double, 28, 10, and 16. Celtics up against the Bulls, start of the fourth quarter, 91-76, Boston. And the Lakers able to beat the Cavs tonight, 115-108. Thunder up against the Blazers, 40-32. And Golden State leads the T-Wolves, 37-29. So those are our scoreboard updates from the NBA. Yeah, Daniel Tice been tearing up recently. Last 4 games, dropped down 23. Yeah, that big game against Philly off the bench there. 7-17-17. Potentially more to come. Really hope so, man. I love what Daniel Tice has been showing us lately for sure. Tomorrow afternoon here, Vaughn has to get his phone and his tablet up to full battery. Oh, yeah. Make sure to put it on power saver mode if there's an option on your phone. because that will save you a ton of battery. If you put your phone screen, like with a phone lighting down, like make sure to put it down to the lowest lighting, because sometimes the phone screen lighting can take up your battery. Like it can consume it a ton if you have it on like the highest lighting for the phone screen. Definitely recommend you put it on the low lighting there, or power saver mode for those types of events. $73-61 coming out of the timeout. Mac McClung will shoot one free throw. Scoreboard update from college basketball. Oklahoma State running away up by 16 against Iowa State, 71-55. 5 minutes left to go in that game. And Utah State, the dud of the day, goes to Utah State, losing to UNLV. 3:18 left to go. UNLV leads by 7. 53-46. Unbelievable. We get back to action. It's going to be West Virginia basketball. They take it past half court. Bounce pass, right wing perimeter. Ball goes into the hands of McBride. Jumper takes it. He got it. And there's contact too. Hits it for a deep 2, and he's going to go to line shoot 1. Hey, what's good, Ian? Welcome to the stream once again, man. Wow, T-Wolves bench outscoring their starters. Ouch. Marcus Santos Silva just picked up his 4th personal foul here for Texas Tech, so he's going to head out towards the bench right now. And one by West Virginia. No good, missed it. Free throws a killer in this game for West Virginia. They're currently right now 9 for 18 at the free throw line for West Virginia. 7:20 left to go. Texas Tech by 10. They move it to the right wing. Red Raiders have it with McClung. He has completely taken over this game. McClung dribbles. Stop and pop jumper. Free throw circle. Guess what? With 1 on the shot clock. Great possession by Texas Tech. McClung adds to his resume. 25. 10 for 16 from the floor. He has exploded here in the second half. 7 minutes remaining. 12-point Red Raiders lead. Jumper, same spot. Free throw circle right back by McBride. Miles McBride with 11 tonight for West Virginia. Here we go once again. 6:45 left remaining here. Texas Tech passes to the right wing. They dribble. PV puts it no good. Too strong off the glass. They get the offensive rebound. They pass underneath though. What's it going to be called? Turnover Texas Tech. Lost the mark in the pass. McCullough just a little bit wide out of bounds. So West Virginia will have it back. Hey, what's good, Colin? Welcome to the stream, man. It's been an awesome game today. Glad to have you on the channel once again, man. It's glad you made it in here in time to see the end. Yeah, it's been a great game so far. So West Virginia was leading this game by 10 points in the first half. And Texas Tech, they come alive in the second half once again. And they were able to expand it to over double digits here in the second half. 3-point shot, West Virginia. They'll take it, they hit it. From the outside, Kedrian Johnson with a big triple puts it to a 7-point game. This game is far from done right now. Scoring is aplenty here. 6:15 remaining. McClung with 25 points. Passes over. At the right wing into Peavy. Peavy going to put it back to the top of the key. McCullough dribbles now top of the free throw circle. Contested jumper. Not a good look. Hit the front rim. Rebound West Virginia. This is right now only a 7-point game. West Virginia has it here. They'll take another 3. Top of the key. Hit the rim short, but that will be a foul. 3 free throws coming up here by Miles McBride. Micah Peavy, he was the one who picked up the personal for Texas Tech. Bad personal foul by Texas Tech. Top of the key. Micah Peavy guarding Miles McBride. Top of the key, straightaway 3. And McBride's going to shoot 3 free throws here at the line. Has the chance to put this one to a 4-point game if he sinks all 3. First one's good. This game is far from over. Second free throw coming up here with 5:54 left to go. Hey, we got another dono, my man Jason here. Get you some nacho fries. Appreciate it, bud. Let's get that dono hype in the chat from my man Jason. Second free throw, good. What a game. Hey, no problem, dude Durham. This is just a great game tonight. This game could very well come down to free throws. West Virginia, 11 for 20 tonight at the free throw line. Texas Tech is 8 for 10. Yep, everybody hung over yesterday from the Packers game. Or more so for the Chiefs-Bills game, because that game was the late game. Third free throws, trying to see if he can complete the three-point play. Guess what? A two-possession game. Never give up on West Virginia. I saw them come back against Oklahoma State this season. Never give up on Texas Tech. They came back down by 10 at halftime against Texas. What a game. Texas Tech has it. 5:43 left to go, and McClung had it. And West Virginia going to pick up a personal foul. So Mac McClung will head to the free throw line. Bob Huggins can't believe that foul either. So Texas Tech now on the bonus. First free throw by McClung coming up, and that one's good. Hits it. Oh, sorry to hear that. Darren lost the first quarter with Portland. Heating up indeed in this game right now. Second free throw coming up. Kara, welcome back on. Darren going out for West Virginia. What a game. McClung, second free throw, hits it. 6-point game. This game for the Big 12 definitely lived up to his hype tonight. Mac McClung, 27 points. West Virginia going to take this one past half court. Top of the key, McBride. He'll take a three. It's up in the air, and did they call McCullough for the foul? Or no? The clock will stop with 5:35 left to go. And yeah, it's gonna be free throws here at the line. I think. Or is it before? Oh no, it's inside. It was not on the shot. The free throw wasn't on the shot. It was away from the basketball. So it's gonna be, I thought it was on the shot, but no. It's gonna be Kevin McCullough now just picked up his fourth. So it's gonna be Gabe Ashaboyan in the double bonus here for West Virginia, shooting 2. And first free throw, he missed it. Free throws a killer for West Virginia today. An absolute killer. 12 for 23 at the free throw line. That is a crusher. Gabe Ashaboyan, this doesn't help either. He's a 46% free throw shooter. Shooting his second one, just missed the first one. Second one, it was halfway there, rattled out, no good. Rebound Texas Tech. Red Raiders dribble past half court. Top of the key, Jamaris Burton. Burton guarded by McBride, dribbles towards the right wing, hands it off to Nadolny. Now will hand it off to McClung. McClung jumper, right elbow, takes it. No good offensive rebound, the cut from behind, puts it up and in. Got it for 2 by Terrence Shannon. What a move right there, able to get that rebound. Off the cut to the basket. Texas Tech by 8. A 3, West Virginia got it. Top of the key, Miles McBride. What a game with 5 minutes left to go in a 5-point game. Right now, 79-74. What a game. Miles McBride with 17. It's a duel. McBride and McClung. McClung have it at the left wing. He's got 27. Passes top to the right wing, Edwards. Feeds it over to Nadolny, right baseline. Nadolny with 4:40 left to go, dribbles back outside. He bounce passes it over to McClung. McClung floats it up and no good. Rolled around the rim and out. Rebound West Virginia. 4:30 left to go. Here's McBride now with it. Dribbles back to the top. Now to the left elbow. Gives it off for Sherman. Sherman has it. Top of the key as he is guarded by Edwards. Sherman drives inside. That's going to be a blocking foul by Texas Tech. So Taz Sherman now going to go to the line, shoot 2. Yep, 91-29. Too funny. Oh boy, Jason got his credit card bill today. Oklahoma State looking good. No Cade Cunningham for them. That's a great victory with no Cade Cunningham for them. 77-60. Oklahoma State leads Iowa State, 2.5 remaining. Utah State, big choker tonight. Losing against UNLV, 57-48. That is just, oh man, the Mountain Westward Utah State right there. They are just crushing their chances on making the tournament in that loss tonight. Unbelievable. Unbelievable that none of these teams on the bubble lately are trying to play their way into the tournament. Marquette lost to DePaul. Providence lost against Villanova. Just could not compete whatsoever in the second half. Syracuse had a chance to prove it today. Lost against Virginia. Could not guard the 3. And yeah, these bubble teams are just killing themselves right now. Free throw, second one, good at the line. 3-point game. Unbelievable that this is a one-possession game with 4:20 left to go. Shootout, absolute shootout in this game. Who can hit 90 first will win the game, most likely. Texas Tech has it. Top of the key, ball into the hands of Shannon. None of these teams have slowed down the basketball throughout this entire game today. 10 on the shot clock. Texas Tech going to slow down the ball this time, though. 8 on the shot clock. Shannon passes over. Wide open 3. Oh, got it. Unbelievable. Wide open. That was a huge 3 by Kyler Edwards from downtown. And Texas Tech leads at 82. Actually, 1 second here. 75. 82-75 on this timeout. So yeah, there was just 2 at the line. So 82-75. 82-75 is the score. 7-point game with 3:56 remaining. Unbelievable game. So 82-75 the score right now. Yeah, I had accidentally put down that he had another free throw after that one. So 16 points by Miles McBride leading the way for West Virginia. They've got, this is, what a game for points in this one. 5 players in double figures. McBride with 16, 13 by Bridges, 10 by Culver, McCabe, and Ajaboyan here in this one. And then for Texas Tech, it's just been a carry tonight here by Mac McClung, second half. Unbelievable performance for him. He has scored 27 points in this game. I believe 21 of those points are in the second half in this one. And then 15 by Terrence Shannon. Incredible game. Shannon just hit a big-time 3. Yeah, right now we're in the timeout here. So, right now in the timeout, over 20 people watching now. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. If anybody's interested, check out the Behind the Arc Basketball memberships Jason puts out here, as Jason's a member out on the channel. We got 5 members out here currently on the channel. It's as low as 7 cents a day. You can cancel anytime, and it's $1.99 per month for special shout-outs at the end of my live stream as a thank you to my channel members, as well as special live streams as well. I do for $4.99 per month for special live streams that for members to support out there. I cover at least once per month, so like it could be like an NFL game or maybe like a NASCAR race or maybe an Olympic sport. So the Olympics, it was a week ago or last week when we were talking about the Olympics and how the Olympics had said that they were going to cancel, but that's not true. It seems like the Tokyo Olympics is still on, even though per that report. Looks like for Vaughn, moves are coming late this week on fantasy basketball. Oh boy, have to be on the lookout for that. Over under for this game is 135.5. Oh man. Crushing it tonight with these two teams well over that. McClung, Arcado, that cover. And dude, Durham's heart. Man. Texas Tech came into this game the number 10 defense in all college basketball. And it's been odd to predict these games for a Big 12. Texas Tech has been in Rockfest against Kansas. They lost by 1 against Kansas in the 50s was the final score. And then Texas Tech's been in shootouts just like Texas. West Virginia's been in shootouts just like their come from behind victory against Oklahoma State. Incredible game. Yeah, that was fake news right there, Vaughn. What's good, Louise? Welcome to the stream. D1BK, and welcome to the stream here. Going out for West Virginia. Hit me up who you guys would like in this one. Texas Tech or West Virginia in the chat. Snake Durant, go. Welcome on board. Who they got winning the Super Bowl? I'm gonna take Brady there. I'm not gonna bet against the GOAT this time. Celtics looking good. Thanks so much for the update, brother. 108-89. 5 minutes left to go against Chicago. Game back for Jason Tatum for his return. Scores 24 points. We're back to action now. 3:45 left to go. West Virginia has it at the top of the key here. McNeil will take the 3. He's got it. And it's okay, yeah, it's okay, so I was correct there with the score. It was 76. It was 82-76, so I was correct. ESPN was wrong. That's a 3-point shot. They hit it. So it is a 3-point game. 82-79. So it is a 3-point game here. ESPN had the wrong score. I thought so. I thought it was tripping for a moment. Texas Tech missed the 3. They get the offensive rebound. 3:15 left to go. At the left corner, shot fake. Terrence Shannon. We're watching Utah State. That's unfortunate for Utah State, man, that they... Oh, wow, Utah State's actually coming back. 57-54, 30 seconds left to go. We'll keep you guys posted. What a game. Texas Tech takes a 3. No good, missed it. They do get the offensive rebound back outside here to McClung. 2:50 on the clock here. McClung dribbles. Inside shot fake. Bounce pass to the cut to the basket here. Puts it up and got it. Circus shot right baseline. Jamarius Burton hits it for the Red Raiders. They lead it by 5. 2:35 left to go. Incredible game if you guys are new. Spike the thumbs up. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. West Virginia with the basketball. Taz Sherman. Top of the key. Moves it back to McNeil. He was the one who just hit the 3. McNeil dribbles back around the perimeter again. Hands it off. Around the outside. They'll give it now to McBride. McBride will take the jumper, and that will be a foul. They say by McClung. Mac McClung picks up the personal. Yeah, a lot of contact in the shooting motion. 2:15 left to go. Miles McBride going to shoot 2. Coming up at the line for West Virginia. Mac McClung just picked up his second personal foul, so he's not in foul trouble at this point. Foul trouble looks like this for Texas Tech. 4 personals by Marcus Santos Silva. Micah Peavy is fouled out with 5. 4 personal fouls by Kevin McCullough. 2 by Mac McClung, 2 by Terrence Shannon, 1 by Clarence Nadolny, and 0 by Kyler Edwards in this game for personal fouls. 2 free throws here by Miles McBride. First one good. 84-80 with 2:15 remaining. Second free throw, got it by McBride. He's got 19 to start for the Mountaineers. Foul trouble for West Virginia looks like this. 3 personal fouls by Jalen Bridges, 3 by McBride, 3 off the bench by McNeil, 2 by Aja Boyan, and 2 by Culver. Mac McClung has it. Edge of the West Virginia logo. He's guarded by McBride. What a matchup. McClung now double teamed. He dribbles and the ball's on the ground. Who touched it last? Referees will come and signal. Is it Texas Tech ball or not? They're still discussing right now for the refs. And yeah, they're still discussing who's this ball out of bounds on. By the way, West Virginia's got back in this game. They made the last 7 out of 7 shots. Oh, that looks like it's out of bounds by West Virginia. Yeah, it looks like it was off of Taz Sherman. So Mac McClung lost control of it. Yeah, that looked like it pinwheeled off of the lower right ankle of Taz Sherman out of bounds. So they are going official review now with 1:52 left to go. Mac McClung, as they're looking at it, he was double teamed. Looked like he lost control of the basketball. The ball was on the ground. It looks like it was out of bounds by Taz Sherman, though. That's what I saw in the replay. We'll keep you guys posted with what it actually was when it comes up. If you guys are just joining us, we have 1:52 remaining. Incredible game. Make sure to spike that thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and ring that notification bell as well. I cover play-by-play basketball games here, college basketball games, also NBA games and Behind the Arc basketball. What a treat to cover this one tonight. Quick scoreboard update here for college hoops. Oklahoma State has won over Iowa State, 81-60. UNLV 10 seconds away from pulling off the upset against Utah State, 57-54. Louise taking West Virginia on the line for 1.5 for this one here. What a game. So it will be Texas Tech ball. Texas Tech's going to get it back. Oh man, these Big 12 games every single Monday night, it's great. These are incredible matchups. McClung has it. Top of the key. Takes the 3 over McBride. No good. Hit the rim short. Rebound by McBride here for West Virginia. 1:40 remaining. McBride passes over to the top. They'll take a 3 for the tie. Got it. Triple going down. Miles McBride with 22 points. 84-84 with 1:33 remaining right now. One outstanding game. Incredible matchup just going down between these two teams today. Unbelievable. As Texas Tech takes a 3 and they sink it from the outside. 87-84 to score. And timeout taken on the court, it looks like. I just lost the game on my end for some reason. My Sling TV just went off, so I'm going to have to pop it up here and okay, I got it over here on ESPN 3 on the laptop. I'll have to cover it. Unbelievable game going on right now. Unreal game going on currently between these two teams. 87 to 84 to score. Let's see. I hope I can get it back up on the TV. 109 left to go on a timeout here. West Virginia 9 for 20 from the perimeter. Or Texas Tech's 9 for 20 in the from the. Oh, here we go. I got it back up from the perimeter. That was odd why it paused like that. All right, so we are right back to action in this one. It's going to be West Virginia just scored, so that's good for 2 right after the timeout. Texas Tech has it. 35 seconds remaining. Texas Tech takes it past half court. McClung dribbles. As he is double team, moves it back out to the top of the key to Shannon. 27 seconds left to go. 5 in the shot clock. Shannon spots up, takes the 3. Hit the front rim, no good. West Virginia comes up with a rebound with 20 seconds left to go. West Virginia basketball for the chance to take the lead here. They're going to take a timeout. They're down to 1 timeout remaining. 1 timeout by Texas Tech, 1 timeout by West Virginia with 16.2 left to go on the clock. Incredible matchup going down here tonight between these two teams. Wow, 16.2 seconds left. So we're going to go on the timeout. What a game. Lived up to its hype tonight. Both of these teams got up to double-digit leads at one point. We take a look at the leading scores here. West Virginia will get back to basketball with 16.2 left to go on the clock in this one. Mac McClung, 30 points, 11 for 20 from the floor, shooting 4 made three-point shots. Terrence Shannon, 15 points off the bench. For West Virginia, they've got 6 players in double figures. 22 by McBride, 13 by McNeil, 13 by Bridges, 10 by Culver, Sherman, and McCabe. Exciting one for sure in the making here between these two teams coming down to the final shot. 10 personal fouls picked up by Texas Tech, 8 by West Virginia with 16.2 left to go. Both of these teams with 1 timeout remaining. And West Virginia will get the inbound coming up. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. Scoreboard update here. UNLV has pulled off the upset over Utah State, 59-56. Utah State, a crusher. That will kill their tournament chances in a heartbeat right there for Utah State. Terrible loss today at UNLV. Oklahoma State won easily against Iowa State, 81-60. Oklahoma State outscored them 40-29 in the second half. Celtics, nice man, 112, 101. Minute and a half left to go before Celtics wrap up their game. Tatum looking good on his game, coming back with 24. Yeah, if you guys got headphones in, make sure to take them out. Let's get that warning in the chat over here because I haven't called a buzzer beater since Peyton Pritchard did for the Celtics a couple weeks ago, and I'll go bonkers on a buzzer beater. 7 ties, 7 lead changes. Largest lead was Texas Tech by 12. And West Virginia got out to a 10-point lead in the first half in this one. Man, what a game. Unbelievable. Unbelievable game here, everybody. So we're going to go back from this timeout. West Virginia is going to possess this basketball coming up. They'll have possession with 16.2 left to go on the clock. Yeah, Iowa State lost to Kansas State. They're one of the worst, if not the worst, major conference team in college basketball. So here we go, 16.2 left to go. West Virginia will get the inbounds. And a timeout taken here on the court again. It's going to be by Texas Tech, so Chris Beard takes his final timeout. West Virginia still with 1 timeout left to go, so we'll go back to the timeout slide. UNLV, yep, they pulled off the upset. Unbelievable. That's a crusher for Utah State. These bubble teams are doing themselves just no favors to be in the tournament. Yep, and the Kobe Jones one against Providence. Yep. Yeah, Providence did themselves no favors in the second half on Saturday against Villanova. Marquette did themselves no favors against DePaul, losing against DePaul on Saturday. Syracuse lost against Virginia. That's a crusher. And Utah State, that's That's unfortunate. That's a hit towards their tournament resume big time against UNLV. I think that's like a quad 3 loss right there. Either a quad 3 or a quad 2, depending where UNLV is. That either way, because that's a road game. That's the only thing. It would either be a quad 3 or a quad 4 if it was a home game for Utah State and they lost that one. It was on the road. Ouch. And Arizona State has done themselves just zero favors this season. 10-0 Arizona. Thanks so much for the update there. That game just tipped off. Here we go back to action. 16 seconds left to go. West Virginia with the basketball coming up. As they will get the inbound here. West Virginia down by 1. And they will take their final timeout. Oh, man. So we're going to just keep on playing. Take the timeout. All right. Next possession will be the final one. So timeout. So both of these teams are out of timeouts. So they have burned the final timeout for West Virginia. So both Texas Tech and West Virginia are out of timeouts here. We got 50 people watching now. If you guys are new, spike the thumbs up, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I cover play-by-play basketball games here in Behind the Arc Basketball, college games and NBA games here. Yeah, that was my pick because Arizona State does not have a front court. That's the reason why they've just been so disappointing this season. They don't have any front court pieces, and they lost the first time against Arizona because Arizona got the put back inside when nobody able to help out inside. So yeah, Arizona State's just completely just destroying themselves apart this season. Just unfortunate season. 16.2 remaining. We're finally gonna have the inbound here. Timeout, the real winner. We'd had to go back in the blue slide for like the past 5 minutes. 4 separate times. Alright, out of timeouts, finally, we're going to get to what could very well be the last possession of the game, depending on when West Virginia shoots it. We will see West Virginia with 16 seconds left to go. Inbounds the ball. They have it in their backcourt. McBride takes the pass half court, 12 seconds. McBride, top of the key, dribbles towards the right wing. Dribble drive inside, puts it up, and got it! Up and in, off the backboard, good for 2 by West Virginia. 5 seconds, McClung. Here he goes, can he have another one, McClung? Right baseline for the win. No! Missed it, in West Virginia gets the W. Unbelievable. 88-87. Mac McClung had a chance at the right baseline, but just a little bit to the left of the rim and out. As West Virginia has won this one. What a comeback. Unbelievable game between these two teams on the line tonight. Number 10, number 11 laid it all on the line tonight for this game here. And what a game. West Virginia pulls it out by 1 here at home. Unbelievable matchup. Miles McBride. He did it against Oklahoma State. Big second half comeback as he was the catalyst to that one. He has done it once again. Leading scorer tonight from the Mountaineers with 24 points. They finished the game a perfect 10 for 10 from the floor. Unbelievable for West Virginia as they were trailing in this game. I remember you guys jumped back into the chat. It was like, what happened to West Virginia? They were trailing at one point by 12 points in this game. That was the largest deficit. Unreal finish to this one. The Mountaineers. No Oscar Tshiebwe to transfer over to Kentucky. Wasn't a problem tonight in this one. This perimeter, it's fully loaded for West Virginia. They are dangerous. What a statement game here. Unbelievable game. So that's a wrap to this one here, folks. Glad to have you guys on the stream. Wow. Hopefully we're able to replicate that tomorrow because this was an insane stream. Tomorrow night, double header plans once again. 7 and 9 o'clock. It's going to be another Big 12 game, so feel free to join me on for that one. Texas versus Oklahoma tomorrow, if that game does happen tomorrow. And then after that one, it's going to be Auburn versus Missouri. So 2 great games going down tomorrow. Man, this game turned out to be an absolute shootout with West Virginia winning by 1. Unbelievable matchup here. You know, came down to the final possession. West Virginia, the big key for West Virginia is that they were able to win this game with 12 total turnovers, and they missed 11 free throws. And West Virginia won this game missing 11 free throws and 12 total turnovers. And Texas Tech lost this game by going 10 for 12 at the free throw line, and they only turned it over twice. The big problem for Texas Tech was the fouls. That's how West Virginia came back in at 20 personal fouls. And that was a crusher today in this game, even though McClung took over in the second half. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next stream. Before I sign off, of course, I'd like to give out to the members here. Big shout out on my stream here. We got Jack, Jason, the sports expert, Warren, and Aaron here, the 5 members out on the stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning on by. Enjoy the rest of your Monday night, everybody. As this is Behind the Arc Basketball. Incredible game. West Virginia by 1 over Texas Tech.